Good morning, my name is Soonwa. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, click the subscribe button, and today we're going to talk about every single day is a choice, so what do you choose? Right now we're in the city of Milan. I've taken my time to share these thoughts with you because I was like, it's appropriate, so let me just sit down and talk to you about choices. So every single day that we wake up, we're given two opportunities, okay? We're given a choice to either stay in the same position that we are in today in terms of comfort, or put ourselves in an uncomfortable situation and progress and grow to someone who we want to be. What do I mean by that? Let me break it down. So every single day on my Instagram story, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram so you can see my stories and what I do every single day with my daily routine. And every single day I mention, let me close this door, there's a lot of noise. I mention, have you done your uncomfortable today? What do I mean by your uncomfortable? So you need to understand that when you go to the gym, when you read, or if you got to the point where you are now, that's because of a build-up of habits, because it's something that you continually do. Habits are basically automated actions that you don't even realize that you're doing, that becomes part of your daily life. Things like going on your phone, brushing your teeth, how you do your bed. All of these things are habits. So we've got habits, good or bad, that depends. So you either go in a good or the bad. So a lot of people see my stories and they say, how do you stay so committed? How do you stay so motivated most of the time? But you need to understand, it's like paying rent, okay? Where you are now is like paying rent. How do you pay your rent? You pay your rent with your habits. And what is the rent? What is the outcome? The person that you are today. So most of the time it's like, you go to the gym, you're paying rent because that's you going to the gym. And the outcome, what you get is a physique, a more controlled mind, more disciplined, more confident. But just because you've attained the body that you want, it doesn't mean that it's going to stay like that forever. If you stop going to the gym and change those habits, then something takes place. Then negative habits take place. Then you start to lose shape, you start to lose form because you start to not pay rent. So that's the importance of continue having good habits. So what I mean by every day, let's go back to the point by every day we have two choices. So before, when I used to try to do a lot of things, okay, this is why I say to you, live by the call of your conscience and regret is your guideline. So what do I mean by that? So when you live by the call of your conscience is basically that voice in your head that tells you when you shouldn't be doing something, or is giving you a sort of notification. It's telling you something. So for example, if you're on a weight loss journey and you see a pizza or you see a burger or you see food that you shouldn't be eating, your conscience automatically tells you, hey buddy, like, you shouldn't be eating this. And in the middle is, once you eat this burger or you eat this pizza or you eat that meal, then how do you feel? You regret it because it's not aligned. Your action was not aligned with your outcome. Your outcome is to lose weight. You've eaten this burger, you've eaten this fast food that you weren't meant to be eating at that point. So now it's not aligned. So what do? You feel regret. So at that point of the call of your conscience and regret, right in the middle, that's where you should be living. You should be living in a state where you don't regret anything and you listen to your conscience. That is a point you should be living in every single day. So whichever decision that you make, every single day, or every decision that you make, imagine you're playing chess and the game is life. So you need to ask yourself, this choice or this decision that I'm about to make, is it simple as, don't overcomplicate, is it going to take me closer to my goal or further away from my goal? It's literally just as simple as that. So what's the next thing? There's going to be days where you are going to feel challenged. There's going to be days where you're not going to feel motivated. It's normal. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I went out to eat and I got food poisoning. So right now, I'm not feeling the best. And what happened? Today, my alarm went off at 5:30. And then I started to feel sorry for myself for a second. I was like, my belly's hurting. I don't feel too good. But then again, I remembered, it's like, these excuses, they're valid. You need to understand excuses are valid. Normally, most of the time, excuses, you have reason because my belly was hurting and I wasn't feeling too well. But you need to understand that your reason or your outcome is greater than the excuses. Why do I wake up at 5:30 every single day? It's not the fact that I'm waking up at 5:30 and it's wow, I'm waking up at 5:30. It's not about what I gain, it's about what I lose. It's what I don't gain, I get rid of. Is what I get rid of. I get rid of my self-doubt. I get rid of my insecurities. There's just a lot of things that I get rid of when I wake up and I push myself to an uncomfortable state. And that's why I always say, make sure you do the hardest thing in the morning, because imagine life is catching W's, catching wins. You just need to make sure that you catch wins every single day. So there's going to be days that you don't feel motivated, and there's going to be days, for example, today where I haven't been to the gym because I don't have time to go to the gym at this moment of time because there's not any near me, because the closest one opens at 9 a.m. and the time is currently, I don't know what the time is. The time's probably like 9 or, and we have to head out. So I'll make sure that I start my day off with catching wins. And there's gonna be days where you don't complete some tasks. There's gonna be some days where you don't complete it, so you take that as a -3. So when you don't complete tasks, you take that as a -3. So what does that mean? You can't be on a negative by the time you finish your day. You need to make sure you're on a plus. So make sure you do more wins. Something so small, like something, there's this cup on the table. I can't leave it on the table, I need to clean it. So what do? I clean it, +3, that's a win, because that's an action that you weren't intended to do, but you're conscious that I need to clean this plate. Your clothes is messy, let me fold it. Boom, +3, that's a win. So don't be so fixated on doing big things every single day, because you're not gonna do big things every day, but you can do small things every day that lead up to big things. So make sure that's the most important thing. And every single day you're given this choice. Do I catch wins or do I catch losses? That then creates habits that makes the person that you wanna become. So that's basically the power of choice and deciding every single day. And that's basically a thought I wanted to share with you guys now that I'm here in Milan. Let me share the views with you. We are here. And with that being said, follow me on Instagram if you're not already, and you can see what I get up to in a day. So here we got Milan, we got the cars, we got a Mini Cooper, we got the Motorman, we got the little Uber guy. It's a nice little city. I do recommend it. So we are heading back today. And with that being said, that is Soonwa. Like, subscribe, comment your thoughts, and follow me on Instagram so you can see the daily posts. Let's get them mucho. Bye.